Today I want to talk about some box sets, because there are some cool box sets coming out. I want to talk about a band better, or maybe worse, than Spinal Tap. In this case, worse is a good thing. Plus, open the mail and tons more. All that and more coming up next. Man, I'm still not used to that intro on the Friday night videos. I'm digging it. So quickly, some box set stuff. I finally ordered a copy of that new Black Sabbath box set, the Anno Domini 1989 to 1995 box set featuring all the Tony Martin years. I was waiting for it to go on sale. This may help you as well. I noticed that Warner Music in Canada has a sale for 25% off everything on their website, and maybe the story in your country as well. I'm not sure. Maybe worth checking out. So I got that box set for $112 Canadian, $81 US on vinyl. I don't have a copy to show you yet, though. I ordered it, and it's on its way. And I know a lot of people are going nuts for this box set. I didn't realize how much of a pent-up demand there was for that Tony Martin era Black Sabbath stuff. And to be perfectly honest with you, the first time around, I never really paid that much attention to those 4 or 5 albums. They didn't make a lot of waves around here, or at least in my circle of friends. I don't know why. Tony Martin's got a voice. Like, his voice is on par with, I'll say it's on par with Dio's voice, but Tony Martin, I don't know, he's missing that rock star characteristic, that je ne sais quoi, whatever it is. I don't know what it was, but to my young mind at the time, it just, I don't know, it didn't do it for me. So I'm looking forward to going back and exploring all those albums. I've streamed them now that they're available on the streaming services. And of the 4 on the box set, my favorite album is The Headless Cross. The title track from The Headless Cross. So good. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting my box set. I also recently heard an interview with Tony Iommi, and he has found the original multi-track tapes for Born Again. Born Again was the album Black Sabbath did with Ian Gillan, and Tony plans to remix the album, because the mix in that album is notoriously, I was going to say bad. Some people like it. It's notoriously controversial. It's a really funny sounding album. So I'd be curious to see what Tony Iommi does remixing it. Hopefully we get a Born Again box set maybe in 2025. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool.
Channel 33 RPM.
In terms of other box sets and deluxe stuff coming out, I'm looking forward to the expanded version of Van Halen's For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge coming out July 12th. That one includes 2 LPs. It has the original For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge on 3 sides and an etching on the 4th. Etchings are a pet peeve of mine, but whatever, it is what it is. And there's also 2 CDs in that box, including the original album, plus a CD of rarities and a live concert from December 91 in Dallas. And it comes with a Blu-ray as well, and there's the video of that concert on the Blu-ray, plus the music videos for Pound Cake, Run Around Right Now, and Top of the World. Rhino Music, they're putting out this album. They actually sent me a link to listen to the FLAC files for the album. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I do look forward to checking that one out. Circle it on your calendars, because I'm hoping for a review copy as well. That one comes out July 12th. Side note on the Van Halen stuff. After years of waiting for VH to kind of open the vaults a bit on some of this stuff, it's really cool to see them on this Sammy Hagar reissue campaign. Hopefully they do more of this deluxe kind of stuff. If I have one wish, my wish would be for Van Halen to reissue the Live Without a Net concert movie on Blu-ray. I watched that so many times as a kid, man. To me, that is one of the ultimate live in concert videos. Van Halen was so good, man. So if I have one wish, if anyone is watching was the power to pull those Van Halen levers, man, we need Live Without a Net reissued, maybe even in a deluxe version of 5150. Who knows? The other deluxe box set that really caught my attention is the reissue coming up of Synchronicity from the Police. That one comes out July 26th. I'm a big fan of that album. There is a 6 CD super deluxe edition coming out. That one includes the original album, rarities, alternate takes, and a previously released live show. The price tag is a bit up there though. It's $125 in the US and about $150 here in Canada. There's also 2 CD set and a 4 LP vinyl edition with half the track. So if I was going to get one, I think it'd be the 6 CD super deluxe. But that price tag, I'm not sure, man. I will wait to see what is available on the streaming services, and maybe that'll do. I don't know. Unless I find it on sale, then I'll pick it up, because Synchronicity, it's one of those iconic albums from the 1980s. Okay, check this out. Check what I bought. At the beginning of the video, I teased this by saying this band is better than Spinal Tap, or worse. And I stand by that. This band, if you haven't heard of them, it's called Bad News. And I found this CD on Amazon recently for like $13. It's called Bad News, Every Mistake Imaginable, The Complete Frilly Pink Years, 1987 to 1988. If you haven't heard of Bad News, they were a fictional English heavy metal band created for the Channel 4 television series, The Comic Strip Presents. They had like 2 movie documentaries. The first one was Bad News Tour. And the second one, I believe, was just called More Bad News. That second one is iconic, man. They showed that here in Canada on the national music station, Much Music, back in the late 80s. I taped that. Me and my friends watched that nonstop. I think we had every line in that movie memorized. As a matter of fact, we used to jam on some of the songs with the bands I played in, particularly Warriors of Genghis Khan. I love that. Anyway, so when I saw this, I had to jump on it. The first album is the original Bad News, which was released in 1987. And the second one is one called Bootleg, which is mostly spoken word stuff. But, I mean, even the song titles on here. I talked about Warriors of Genghis Khan. They do a version of Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen song. And by the way, Brian May produced both of these albums. The song called Bad News, Master Bike, Drink Till I Die. Just classic stuff. It's a really well done CD. I actually had the first album on vinyl, the Japanese pressing. And I didn't even know this existed until a few years ago in vinyl, so I grabbed that. It was relatively cheap out of Japan. And then I got the CD now, but the CD is different because it has both the first and the second albums on it. Anyway, I can't recommend these guys enough. They're a purposely horrible heavy metal band that in real life, they started off as this comedy thing on TV. And in real life, they actually went on to play significant gigs, including Castle Donington, back in 1986. If you have a chance to check these out, just go to YouTube, check out the movie. It's like an hour long, called More Bad News. You will laugh your ass off and you'll thank me for watching it. You'll thank me for recommending it. All right, it's time to open the mail. I got one mailbag item to show you today. Oh, side note, I finally got the new Sebastian Bach on CD. The record was ridiculously expensive here. It's like $60, but the CD was well priced, so I got that. Anyway, side note, let's check out the mail here. Here is the note. And this came from Craig Oxford. He said, hey, dear Frank, I've been a subscriber of yours for a while now, and I have a band I would like for you to review. And I'd like to hear what you think on one of your mail calls. Anyway, thank you very much, Craig, for subscribing and for sending this over. So this band is called, and I hope I'm not pronouncing it incorrectly, Liliac. And Craig wrote here, I'm sending you a copy of their covers CD and their new CD of original music. This is the third album, and they are from California originally, but since have moved to Georgia, and they are currently on their Rise Up tour. I really love this band, and I am what they call their fans fangs. That's pretty cool. I hadn't heard of this band, Liliac, until Craig sent it over. Just a little bit of background. As he mentioned, they're from the California area. They are a band of siblings. I believe they're a 5-piece, and they're all brothers and sisters. Not only that, the albums are produced by their dad, who is also their manager. They honed their skills initially by playing or busking on the Santa Monica Pier. They went viral on social media at one point with covers of classic rock and metal songs. They made it to America's Got Talent, the TV show, and the rest is history. So I'm digging it. This is classic hard rock with modern sensibilities, or is it modern hard rock with classic rock sensibility? I'm not sure. Take your pick. I definitely hear elements of Evanescence, but it may be because of the vocals. They're female fronted. She's got a really good voice. A little bit raspy. Really good. This is their original one. And I'm not sure when this came out. 2023, so it's brand new. This is their covers album. The choice of covers is pretty interesting. Everything from Seven Nation Army to Holy Diver by Dio, Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth, Last in Line by Dio, Close My Eyes Forever by Lita Ford and Ozzy Osbourne, Master of Puppets. A lot of really interesting stuff on here, but they don't do faithful versions of those songs, and that's a good thing. Like, they definitely put their own stamp on it. So I'm kind of fascinated by the background of this band. Like, how did the dad manage to get these 5 kids to be masterful musicians and get them to the point where they're now touring America? That's really impressive. As I said, it's modern rock with classic rock sensibilities, and it's well worth checking out. This album is called Madness, again by Liliac. Pardon me if I got the name of the band wrong. Liliac. I'm sure that's Liliac. Anyway, this is very cool. Craig, thank you for sending this over. I've listened to both of these a couple times, and actually, as soon as I'm done this video, I'm going to give it another listen. Cheers, man. Much appreciated. All right, 33s, I'd love to hear your take on the albums I talked about in today's video. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I will be back again really soon. Till then, keep on spinning.